Okay, so after yesterday's mountain exploits, taking a little bit easier today. We're down in the valley near Stechelberg, which is just a little bit sort of southwest of Lauterbrunnen, and we come here because there are some falls, and these are quite interesting falls, the Trummelbach Falls. And the reason they're interesting is they're in the mountain. There's a series of 10 cascades. Now, this is a real tourist hotspot, and I've been told it's really wet and slippy inside. It's very difficult to keep anything dry, so I'm not sure whether I'm going to get anything photographically from this, but we'll go and have a look, see what we can do, see if I can steal a viewing spot from amongst all the millions of tourists, and try and get some kind of long exposure or something like that, of the water spiraling down through the mountains, or through the mountain I should say. Oh well, we'll see how we go. Well, that was quite cool actually. You go up in a like a cableway elevator type thing. It takes you halfway up the falls, and then you've got to walk up to the top one, and then you walk, kind of make your way back down. But these are fall 6, I think, so it's quite busy. Let's try and walk through here. See all the tourists everywhere, but look at them! Woo! Pretty cool. Yeah, that. In fact, I'm going to flip this round. You get a better shot. There we go. There we go. Right. And the falls go down there, and the cascade. Woo! Rainbow. So I can immediately tell that it's going to be really difficult to get a shot in here because of the amount of spray that's around. But it's nice, and it's nice and cool in here as well. It's about 27 degrees out in the valley. In here it must be, 15 degrees or something. There's a nice breeze being caused by the water. Well, that's just stunning, beautiful. Let's see if I can try and get a shot of this with the rainbow in it as well. Wow, this place is absolutely incredible. 20,000 litres per second pouring down through these waterfalls here. And as you can see, mist is just swirling around, so trying to do any type of long exposure is really difficult. But I think I'm getting something here. That was a pretty intense experience. Lisa gave me basically 45 minutes, so it took an hour to do the Trummelbach Falls. I'll be surprised if my kit survived because it's absolutely... Let's try again. So, Trummelbach Falls, done. Wow, absolutely incredible. But the amount of tourists in there, I was running the gauntlet. Guerrilla style photography. Didn't have much chance to think about composition. Had to shoot on the fly, trying to do 3, 4, 5, 25-second exposures with mist swirling around you, fogging up the camera. I'd be surprised if my kit has survived, to be honest, because I was using a lens which isn't weather sealed. The camera body is, plus it's got a silicone skin on it as well, so that should be pretty well protected, but the lens, not so sure. Hope it'll be all right, but I got absolutely soaked. So yeah, trying to get compositions was nigh on impossible, so I'm really not sure whether I got anything, but what an experience, what a place, unbelievable. 10 different cascades, corkscrews into the rocks, absolutely fantastic, worth a visit, definitely. So yeah, if any images appear after this segment, then it's a bloody miracle, to be honest. So frustrating. So today I was supposed to be, well, at this moment, supposed to be on a cable car up to the Schilthorn, or Piz Gloria, which is a just under 3,000 meter high mountain that was made famous by the James Bond film on Her Majesty's Secret Service. Unfortunately, when we went to get our tickets, we were just going to go one way and then walk down, about a 5-hour walk down. But I'm just going to stop. The cable car operator guy said, "This is not possible." Like, what? You can't get a one-way ticket? No. All the walking routes, they're shut, they're closed, so there's too much snow. I'm like, right, brilliant, great. No way of knowing that beforehand, or at least I don't know where to find that information on the internet. I thought that those trails would probably be open, and oh look, paraglider. Off he goes, just there. Yeah. Right. Anyway, so instead we're going to take a walk to the Rotstock Hutte. It's about a 4-hour walk there and back, with some ascent. We weren't planning to do any ascent today, it was all going to be downhill, so I've probably packed too many lenses. Anyway, apparently it's through here. Off they go. Nutters. Anyway, so we're walking through some nice alpine meadows and things like that, so should be quite nice. And actually, it would be nice not to go for the big old wide vista and look for perhaps some more interesting compositions from a lesser known location. Anyway, I hope it's not like this all the way. But oh my god, look at that view! Woo! beautiful. We're actually camped right down there, not that house, further, about another 500 meters below it, off a cliff. We're not on the cliff, you have to go over the cliff in a cable car to get down to our campsite. Anyway, this is really rather nice. Pretty cold though. No wonder the trails are covered in snow. We've just come up a load of zigzags, gained a few hundred meters in height, I think. It was quite difficult. Before then we came through some lovely woodland, it was really nice, but the cloud wasn't penetrating the woodland, so I couldn't get any separation on anything. And then when we got to the zigzags, I just could not find a composition on the way up. There was lovely wildflowers everywhere, trees in the mist as it were, but just nothing would work. So we've not got anything. We've just left the tree line now, and it's just brightening up as well, so the cloud seems to be breaking up, and wow, that's a bit of a drop. Anyway, Monty's really enjoying himself up here. He's a real mountain dog. Shows us all up. Ridiculous. So anyway, I've not taken an actual photo since the very start of the walk yet, but it's a beautiful walk all the same. Maybe I'll get something a little bit further on. Well, okay, so last time I spoke to you I was going up the zigzags and it was all clagged in, and I was thinking, yeah, gonna get some lovely woodland type photography or something like that. Anyway, we left the woods. I spent a good half an hour trying to get a composition further up, which in the end just would not work. I just couldn't get it to work, and the reason was because I had the wrong lens. I've got the wrong lens with me. Remember, I was going to go up to the top of Piz Gloria today, so this lens would have worked out pretty well up there, but in the end we've actually had to stay a lot lower, and the types of images that I want to get, you know, typical 5:4 portrait, that kind of thing, which I've been struggling with pretty much this whole trip. I really needed the ultra wide angle lens for it, because there's a lot of flowers. I was trying to get some wildflowers in the foreground, that kind of thing, but you have to get really close up to them because they're actually really small, and the ultra wide angle lens, I would have been able to do that, and I can't do it with a 24. Well, you can, but it's just not as effective, so it just wasn't working. Anyway, we got to the Rotstock Hutte, had some lovely lunch, a nice rosti, and now we're on our way down. And I finally found something which actually stands out a little bit, and it's this, this pine here, and this meadow is kind of undulating. It's quite nice. And at the minute, so we've got the, I've got the pine in the foreground, and then we've got this big old rock face. These trees are kind of in the midground here, and those ones too. And then up there, in that cloud, is a bleeding great mountain, which keeps on popping its top out every now and again. A few minutes ago there was kind of a ring of cloud around it, which was kind of cool, but I couldn't find a comp for it. But I finally found something. I'm going to wait to see if that clears again. It's clagging up again, but I think it's going to clear maybe in 10-15 minutes. And then we'll see if it'll come out. I don't think I'm going to get any foreground light, but it's all about the composition, this one. All the elements have to work together, and that tree had to stand out, and because it's got some because it's quite different to the other pines. Yeah, it's got some fresh pine on it. I don't know. It's a little bit more colourful, a little bit more lime green, so it's standing out against all the other trees. Anyway, down there's a glacier, which is kind of cool, and as we walk around we'll see more of the glacier, so I might get another shot a little bit later on. But yeah, fingers crossed. Oh God, I really need to get a good image out of this.